Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Crunch Time Podcast, episode 2 on back. We're gonna come through in the clutch, you already know. And today we're here to recap the from Saturday and talk a little bit about the games that are going to happen on Sunday.
Yeah, no, it was a big day today for football. The Chiefs clinched the number one seed in the AFC. And the Jaguars are back in the playoffs, which is crazy. That game, I was watching that the past couple hours, and that was a lot.
I enjoyed it, man. Today, only 2 games, but it seemed like there was a lot that happened because there was.
Oh, definitely. Jared Stidham, his Cinderella run is over. He's not that good. And I know that I'm saying that as a Patriots fan too, so I experienced it firsthand. And then
If
yeah,
that
that
makes you feel any
Jaguars.
better.
What'd you say?
I said I was rooting for him if that makes you feel any better.
No, yeah, I guess I was too a little bit, but honestly, the Raiders just they had nothing on the Chiefs today.
No, it
So,
wasn't even close.
Chiefs will have home field advantage unless they end up against the Bills in the championship game, I believe, and then it'll be decided by coin toss.
It's
I
just
think.
crazy that that's what this has come down to
I
because of the
know,
unfortunate injury to DeMar.
I know, but I guess it's good because it gives everybody like an equal chance because we wouldn't have known the result of that game. Um, but it's good that they cancel it, obviously out of respect for DeMar, and everyone that was affected by it. Um, I want to say this Titans and Jaguars game was so interesting. I really thought Josh Dobbs was going to pull it out for the Titans, but then again, he showed at the end of the game that he was just a third stringer, that underthrown interception, and then the check down on fourth down to basically end the game. It gave the Jaguars the ball back at the end. You could just tell, the third string in him was coming out. And even Lawrence didn't have his best game. He had that throw in the end zone that he just completely whiffed on.
Oh yeah, the Zay Jones one, he was wide open. And
Yeah.
also Joshua Dobbs, man, he was a Steeler draft pick.
Oh, really?
2018, 2018 against the Raiders, he had to step in when Big Ben went down with an injury, and that Josh Dobbs looked about the same as the Josh Dobbs that we saw tonight.
Wow. I
The
mean,
one the one we saw tonight though had more reps. That's all I gotta say.
that's fair. Yeah, they were basically trying to rely on Derrick Henry so much. Yeah, it says he has 30 carries here, which is it's a lot, but I mean, I guess if your season's on the line, it's what you got to do. Just give the ball to your best player.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
king.
definitely. Do you want to get into some of these games tomorrow? Get into some of our predictions and I guess the postseason outlook.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start off with the Buccaneers and the Falcons. So I'm pretty sure Tampa has already clinched the NFC South. The Falcons, they got Desmond Ritter. They've been out of it. They're 6-10. I have I just have some sneaky suspicion that they're gonna pull Tom Brady like after the first quarter. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, that's fair. I was wondering the same thing. I didn't know if the Buccaneers were going to rest their starters because they already had the division clinched and playoff seed clinched. So I'm not sure why they would be playing their starters. I guess maybe to play off momentum or whatever. But
And I
yeah,
was I was like waiting for a news report to drop this week that like they're not gonna play their starters, but it hasn't came out. So I guess we'll see what happens.
yeah. So I guess the Buccaneers in this one, assuming they're playing their starters, and the fact that Desmond Ritter is playing. But I think either way, the Buccaneers would probably win this one, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'll also take the Bucks.
What do you got for your next game?
Patriots and Bills. This one has some major implications.
Oh, definitely, especially being a Pats fan.
Yeah, I know you're the Pats fan. I'm the Steelers fan. I'm not
We
dressed like a Steelers fan, but
I know, bro.
I
We
am
both have a
one.
big day tomorrow. Sorry, I just totally cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh no, you're good. It is gonna be a great day. One of us is gonna go home. One of us is gonna make it.
I know. Well, or the Dolphins could, and
Or
both of
yeah,
us go
or
home.
Miami. Don't count out Miami.
I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I was reading if basically if the Patriots win, we're in. But I think the chances of the Patriots actually winning the game are so slim. I was wondering if the Bills had the number two seed already locked up, but I guess if they lose and the Bengals win, the Bengals will move up to the two seed. So the Bills still do have something to play for. Um, but then again, if it's gonna be neutral for the Bills and Bengals, then wouldn't it not matter if they were the 2 or 3 seed? I mean, I'm sure they just still want to play for the higher seed. Um, I kind of wish they would rest their starters, so give us a better chance. But yeah,
Yeah, the neutral site is really like that coming into play is huge.
yeah.
But like you said, I think the Bills are still going to want to play. This is a division rival. All the games this week are division rivals. So I'm glad that they did it this way.
Oh, exactly. And even I think if the Patriots were to somehow magically win this game, I think we would have to either go against the Bills if the Bengals lose, but if the Bengals win, you have to go against the Bengals. So either way, like first round's gonna be so tough. And honestly, I'd rather face the Bengals than the Bills. But I mean, we'll see. We gotta focus on tomorrow before we even think about the playoffs.
For sure. So I'll take
Uh,
the Bills.
yeah, I guess you know what? Mm, I want to say Patriots so bad, but I'm just really hoping for Steelers and Dolphins losses tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Patriots because I gotta root for my team, but it's not looking too pretty for us.
All right. Well, next up we have the Vikings and the Bears. Don't have too much to say about this. Nathan Peterman is starting for the Bears.
Okay,
Pittsburgh Panthers legend. Give me the Minnesota Vikings.
yeah, I guess the Vikings, even though they're frauds, they're probably gonna lose in the first or second round of the playoffs. Like they got smoked last week by the Packers, which I kind of felt because like the Packers they're probably one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Um, but Vikings, yeah. Do you know if the Vikings they plan to play all their healthy players? Because are they playing for any seeding? Do you know?
Let me check real quick. I'm not too sure.
It
Look,
does say, let me see. I mean, they're tied with the 49ers for like
see
the
that? Yeah.
2 and 3 seed. So maybe if the 49ers lose and Vikings win, they could move up. So I guess they probably will play. They will play their starters, like with a chance of moving up. So yeah, definitely the Vikings. If Bears are actually playing Nathan Peterman, I don't see how the Bears have a chance.
No, sorry, Nathan.
This is also a side point. I'm still so salty that the Patriots earlier in the season had a Monday night loss to the Bears. The Bears haven't won since. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're on a 9 game losing streak, and they somehow
That's
beat us in a
crazy.
Monday night game. And just thinking at these playoffs, if we were 9-7 right now, we'd be in the playoffs already.
Was
I'm
that
pretty sure.
the Zappy game?
Well, it was actually the game. So Zappy had come off of 2 straight wins, I think, and then Mac Jones came back from injury and
Oh yeah.
he threw a pick, and then everyone started chanting Zappy. Zappy comes in, gets like a touchdown instantly, and then the rest of the game he couldn't really score. And then we ended up losing. But yeah, that game was annoying. It's definitely one we should have won. But yeah, getting back to our topic, I'm picking the Vikings.
For sure. Sounds
Yeah.
like an easy one for them, but they never make it look easy.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, we got the Ravens and Bengals. No Lamar for the Ravens. Bengals, they actually have something to play for. You know what though? The Bengals, I'm still gonna take them, but I hope they're not too affected by what happened in their last game.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Bengals too. I mean, especially with Lamar not being there. It just makes it infinitely harder for the Ravens. And I know there was some implications too with the neutral site. If Baltimore beats the Bengals and then plays Cincinnati in the wild card round, the NFL will hold a coin toss to determine where the game is played. Um, so I guess they would have a chance at a neutral site, but I do think the Bengals have a very high chance to win this game. So I'm not sure how much that will matter, but just interesting to consider again.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Tyler Huntley is nowhere near Lamar. They play the same, but Huntley is just not close to the quarterback that Lamar is.
Oh yeah, it's nice that Huntley, I guess, is technically able to fit their system, but it just
He
doesn't work
can't
in the
quite make the
game.
throws. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be able to make the throws and the right reads, which Lamar can do most of the time.
Well,
Um,
I guess we move on to the Texans and Colts now.
Most irrelevant game of the weekend,
Uh,
possibly.
do we skip this one?
Yeah, sure. Let's just say on three, who we have winning this game.
Okay,
One, two, three.
Texans.
Colts. Interesting.
Lovey Smith.
Honestly, okay. Interesting. You got Texans winning.
I do.
I feel like Texans would want to just secure that number one pick because I'm pretty sure if they won and the Bears lost, then the Bears will get the number one pick.
That is
If I'm not
true. You
mistaken.
know what? I'm changing my pick to a tie. These two teams tied each other in week 1. They're gonna tie again.
Okay. I like it. That's the hot take of the week.
That would be crazy if that actually happens.
That would be really funny. Wow, looking back, Michael Pittman has had like a very kind of under the radar season. He's almost got 1,000 yards and 100 catches.
He's been great. They just don't have anyone else really.
I know they're one of those teams where it seemed like they were just a quarterback away from really contending, but then you see this season, it kind of just all fell apart.
That's
You
the
know?
problem. They've actually renting these quarterbacks for the past couple of years. Matt Ryan, Philip Rivers, Carson Wentz in between those. Andrew Luck's been carousel.
Oh yeah, I think you just cut it a little bit, but I kind of got the gist. You were saying we've been renting the quarterbacks, Philip Rivers and Matt Ryan.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I know it's tough because it also makes it that much harder. You got these receivers who are trying to deal with a new quarterback, and all these quarterbacks come from different systems too. And I feel like sometimes the coach tries to adjust to that QB's, um, what they're used to, and it just makes it harder trying to change it up every year.
for
Um,
sure.
I love how we said we weren't going to talk about this game, and then we just like went on about it. That's awesome.
All right, well, I'll take the Texans. You got the Colts.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
now moving on to a game that actually has implications here on the playoffs: the Jets and the Dolphins.
Yes,
Now,
it's a big one.
me as a Steelers fan, I need the Jets to win. So I'm gonna trust Joe Flacco on this one.
This is definitely something we can agree on. We want this. We want this together. We both want a Dolphins loss, so I'm going with Jets. I'd never say it, but Jets all the way for this one.
You
I know.
gotta have it.
Yeah, and that'd be funny too that if the Jets and Dolphins tied for last place in the division.
That would be pretty hilarious.
Yeah. So it is Joe Flacco starting. It wouldn't
Yep,
be Mike White. Oh, Mike White's injured too. Okay.
Joe Flacco versus Skylar Thompson for the division.
Oh, and Teddy Bridgewater's injured too. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
So basically two third stringers technically.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
so
hey,
funny.
Flacco was a baller at the beginning of the season. He defeated the Browns.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that like comeback right at the last second, right?
Yep.
Wow. Thing is too, what was I gonna say? If the Dolphins were to make it in, would Tua be healthy for the first round? Do we
It's a
know?
good point. I don't know. He's had all these. So
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna scroll through. He's got the concussion, so he's ruled out for week 18, but I know he said he's possible for playoffs, but that would be interesting. You know what? We shouldn't even think about that. The Jets are winning, and Pats and Steelers fans will be happy tomorrow.
for sure. All right, we got a garbage game here. We got the Panthers and Saints. Any
Yeah,
thoughts?
Saints, I guess they got the better record. I'd say Sam Darnold has been surprisingly kind of good since he's been back, but honestly, this game means nothing. It does nothing for anything. Like I don't know how else to put it. I know what, I'll give Sam Darnold one last game. I'll say the Panthers.
I'll take the Saints. I think the Panthers could be due for a letdown performance.
Okay, that's fair. I
Their
just
offense looked good last week. They did lose to the Buccaneers. That's mainly because of the defense. Tom Brady passed all over them.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, he actually that was crazy. Over 400 yards that he went off for. I'm looking here. Yeah, Saints have won three straight, and they
That's
beat
what's
the
up.
Eagles. I mean, the other two wins were the Browns and Falcons, but still. So I mean, it'd probably be smarter to go with the Saints, but just to I guess oppose you, I'll go with the Panthers.
There we go. We got to have some. we got to have some offsetting picks because on the Christmas Day episode, we picked the same teams the whole time, and I just changed my pick at the end just so we wouldn't.
Oh, I know. That was pretty funny. We also picked some underdogs together.
Yeah, great minds think alike.
Yeah.
I hope you'll think alike with me on this one. Chargers over Broncos.
Chargers over Broncos. I mean, are the Chargers resting everyone? I'm wondering why the Broncos are favored right now. 3.5
Oh yeah, I
points.
see that.
I'm gonna assume that because they're favored, the Chargers are probably resting their starters. Um, I don't think the Chargers are stuck in the 5th seed. I want to say.
What do you think of play for them? I don't know. It's Russell
Let's
Wilson.
see.
It's Russell Wilson. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. But honestly, if the Chargers play all their backups, but if the Ravens win, the Chargers will need to beat the Broncos to clinch the 5th seed.
Okay, so this game actually has some sort of meaning then.
But then again, I don't know how much that matters, like being a 5 or 6 seed, because there's a very low chance they're gonna end up playing each other, the Chargers
That's
and
true.
Ravens, So I think the Chargers probably not taking that chance. You know what? I'll oppose you again. I'll give the Broncos one more chance to redeem themselves. They actually had a decent game against the Chiefs last week. Almost beat them. So you know what? How about this? If the Chargers are resting their starters, I'm going Broncos. And you're going Chargers no matter what, though.
Chargers, no matter what. Broncos country, we tried.
That's a good thing. I like that. Okay, so Broncos. I'll go Broncos. You go Chargers. Interesting.
Alrighty. Giants and Eagles. This is an interesting one. Philly is favored by 16.
Yeah, I got Philly in this one. I read Giants are resting their starters, and even though if Jalen Hurts doesn't even play, Minshew, I feel like has been good enough to probably beat a team of backups.
I hope he starts somewhere next year. I like him
Yeah,
a lot.
he definitely deserves it. Or even I feel like he's gonna still end up as a backup, but maybe a team like the Commanders or I don't know, some team could use him. The
We'll see.
Jack,
He has a really good touchdown to interception ratio if you look at it.
who
It's like
Minshew?
yeah, Minshew. It's like 45 to 15 or something.
Oh, in his career, yeah. I thought you were saying this
Yeah,
season his rating is only three to three, but yeah, he was solid for sure with the Jaguars too, and then now with the Eagles. But yeah, I'm definitely going Eagles. They're gonna look to clinch the NFC East title because they're also playing. I'm pretty sure if they lose and the Cowboys win, then the Cowboys would get it. So
yep,
they're definitely trying to win, and also Giants resting their starters. It kind of gives them even that much more of a chance to win.
for sure. Let's transition into the Cowboys game then. Do you have the Cowboys over the Commanders?
I do. The Commanders are a mess right now with the quarterback situation. And then, did you see that clip of Ron Rivera? He didn't even know
Yeah,
that they
he
were.
didn't even know that they were out.
So, yeah, Commanders are officially out of the playoffs, right? Even if they win, there's no chance they make it.
Yeah, they're officially out. Shout out to Sam Howell though. I hope he goes and balls.
Oh yeah. Oh, is he gonna start for them?
Yeah. Heineke actually went to the team and said, "Start Sam Howell."
Really?
Yep,
Wow, let's just give him a shot in the last week.
for sure.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So I guess Cowboys then. Is that Sam Howell's first game?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever appeared in a game yet.
Okay. We'll watch him go off for like 450, 3 touchdowns or something, and beat the Cowboys.
Hey, I've seen crazy stuff happen before.
No, remember like that game the Bengals beat the Ravens, I think, and they had that last second touchdown, like 30-yard touchdown or whatever it was to Tyler Boyd and eliminated the Ravens. I
Yep,
mean, the
I was
Cowboys
watching that night.
were
I remember that.
wow. No, because I mean the Cowboys can't get eliminated. They have it clinched, but yeah, they could even still clinch the division. But I just think they'll probably end up staying where they are, considering the Eagles are probably gonna win. So I'm going Cowboys.
For sure. All right, let's talk about the Cardinals and 49ers next.
All
And
right.
Fran favored by 14.
Not much else can be said, I guess.
I mean, dude, I don't even know who is it. Colt McCoy? Is it
Uh,
shoot? What's
David
the guy
Blau,
from last week? Yeah, David
David Blau,
Blau.
David Blau. Yeah. It's gonna be him. I think it's him again.
Okay.
Gotta go with Brock Purdy. He's been a beast.
Brock Purdy's been hot. That whole team's been hot. Good defense.
Oh my gosh! I just realized they're on a 9-game win streak. Yeah, they're
Oh
winning.
yeah.
No questions. They also want to keep that 2 seed, which would be huge. It's gonna be interesting to see Brock Purdy in the playoffs, though. If if he's legit, like
Yeah, we'll
put him.
see. I mean, hey, this could be a Nick Foles type of run.
I know, or put him in that what do you call it? I guess that big time situation. I know we were just talking about Nick Foles earlier. Talking about how we were talking. I was talking with my family, saying, "Oh, imagine we brought Zappy back in. He went on a Nick Foles run and led us to the Super Bowl." And then I was reminiscing on not even reminiscing. I was just thinking back on how sad it was that we let Nick Foles beat Brady in the Super Bowl, even though Brady threw for 505 yards or something like that. It was just,
Yeah, that was a ridiculous game.
yeah, no defense was being played.
All right.
Uh,
Well, we got the Rams and Seahawks up next. Seahawks are fighting for their lives. I'm pretty sure.
oh yeah,
Rams are coming in at 5-11. There's all kinds of rumors about McVay right now, possibly not returning to the team next year.
which is surprising. I mean, I'm sure he'll find another role somewhere. Maybe as a reporter, analyst, or something.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. And I mean, he probably all he wanted to do was just win a Super Bowl, and he got it. So
I'm surprised they talked Aaron Donald into coming back for one more season.
Aaron Donald is.
Yeah, or I'm talking about for this season, like they were in currently. Like even
Oh,
he was
yeah.
supposed to
Oh, you just cut off for a second. You're saying,
retire after the Super Bowl.
oh, Aaron Donald was gonna too.
Yeah,
Oh wow. But he shut down for the year, or is he healthy right now? Oh, he's out. Okay.
he's shut down. Yeah,
Yeah, Cooper Cup, Matt Stafford, like everybody's down.
it
Um,
sucks.
the Rams for next year though, do you think? I feel like they're not going to be that good.
I
They're
don't
going to
either.
maybe be 9-8 or something.
I don't even think that good, to be honest. They went all in for this one Super Bowl. They traded away all their good draft picks.
Yeah,
We don't know about the quarterback right now, Baker.
that's true. Well, yeah, I guess Baker will be the backup. I'm sure Stafford will come back next season with Cup and everyone else healthy, but still, I feel like they'd still be better than the Cardinals, and who knows with the Seahawks. Um, but I do have Seahawks winning this one for sure.
Yeah, I also have the Seahawks.
They got something to play for. I can really just see Baker ruining their playoff chances. That just be such a full moment for Baker. It's really funny. Um, but I feel like the Seahawks. I feel like how they're one of the teams that didn't feel as though they were going to be a playoff team at the beginning of the season, and this is kind of a magical run. I think the Seahawks have done enough this season to prove themselves as a more of a legit team. I wouldn't say legit in the sense that they're on the level of the 49ers or Eagles, but legit enough to be able to make a playoff team and or make the playoffs and be competitive.
No, I agree. Look at the Broncos record. Look at the Seahawks record.
Right.
That's all you need to do.
You know what's interesting? Do you think if the Seahawks had Russell Wilson this year, they'd be worse or better?
That's a tough question. I think Russell Wilson probably. Here's the thing about Russ: you're throwing him into a new team with a new coordinator, new system, new weapons. I think if you would have a season with Seattle with DK and Lockett, that he would have been able to produce probably around the same, maybe better than Geno
Mhm.
Smith has this year.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because he's been so used to the system for so many years. It's just interesting to see hearing Russell Wilson and Geno Smith probably putting up similar numbers, because I don't know if he would have regressed like he did in Denver if he still was on the Seahawks. Um, I agree with you.
For sure.
What do we have? We got 2 games left, I think, right?
I think one.
Oh, 1 game.
Lions and Packers.
Oh, I
That's the
think
only one I
Browns
did.
and
I miss one.
Steelers.
Oh, I didn't even. I missed my own
That's why
team.
I thought you were
I
saving it.
missed my
I
own.
thought you
I
were
didn't even
saving
do
it.
that, dude.
That's so funny. I thought you
I
were saving it for
literally
the end.
skipped over it. No, I didn't even mean to.
Which game you
Browns
want
and
to do first?
Steelers.
Browns and
I'll do.
Steelers.
Yeah, we'll take Browns and Steelers. That's my fault. I totally forgot.
No, you're good. I thought you were like making a build up for the end or something. That's awesome.
Duh, just give me the Steelers, man. I have to take my boys. I'm going to the game. I am ready to boo Deshaun Watson as loud as I can and watch this Steelers team go into the playoffs. And if they don't, this is going to totally backfire in my face. Guess what? I don't care.
I'm ready for the Browns to win and the Patriots to go to the playoffs.
Okay.
You know what? I've been rooting for the Steelers as like a secondary team, just out of spite for you.
Thank you.
I want to see the team do well, but now that it comes down to this last week and it's Pats or Steelers, I got to go against you. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah,
So
no, you're good. You're good.
I got Browns winning this one. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson can just have like one good game this season and beat you guys, but we'll see. Because I'm really going into tomorrow with you know not that much confidence in us beating the Bills. So um, I
We'll
love the
see what
Patriots.
happens.
Still gonna root for them no matter what, but I can't. Like the Bills are one of the best teams in the league, and so I really got to root for the Browns and the Jets tomorrow.
Well, need the Jets to win. Need the Steelers to win, obviously.
And you
And then
need,
I need the Bills.
yeah. Oh boy,
So
it's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. I'm excited.
sure. But
Yeah,
we got one more game now, apparently, because I miscalculated it before. But we
yeah,
got the
it's all good.
I didn't even mean to do that. That's hilarious. Got the Lions and Packers next. Sunday night
Yes.
football.
Wow. And people probably would have thought at the beginning of the season that this game wouldn't have mattered, but now it's cool. It comes down. I think if the Seahawks win, though, they're in.
Is
Actually,
that
no,
yeah,
I lied. If the Packers win, they're in.
yeah.
And if Seattle wins, they would need the Lions to win for the Seattle to stay in. If
Yeah,
that
so
makes
the Lions
sense.
could actually be eliminated before this game even starts.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. Seahawks need to beat the Rams. No, actually, no, I think. Oh, you're right. You're right. Because if Seattle wins, then that's it. Yeah. Yeah. If Seattle wins, then the Lions will be eliminated.
But don't
But
count the Lions as one of those teams that would just give up.
I
I think
know.
no matter what happens, the Lions are going to want to play. Shout out Dan Campbell.
I know. It's tough though, because yeah. But also the Packers control their fate. If the Packers win, it doesn't matter what happens in the Seahawks game, the Packers will be in the playoffs. And I'd way rather see the Seahawks or Lions win. So I'm gonna be rooting for them. I mean, not that I mean Aaron Rodgers isn't really my favorite player, to be honest, but it'd just be nice to see a, underdog story, the Lions or Seahawks make it in. Kind of like we saw the Jaguars get in tonight.
The Packers are
So,
hot. Packers have been hot. I'll take them.
okay, that's fair. Or now I'm gonna have to go with the Packers too. As much as I want the Lions, I know Aaron Rodgers has been shaky this season, but I just can't see him in a situation like this, falter that bad, especially since they've been winning recently. He came
Yeah.
off a great win against the Vikings. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers.
All right. Well, that concludes all the games, I guess. You got any other talking points?
I don't. I think I covered everything. I kind of went on all my little side rambles that I had, but yeah, I
Oh
think that's
no,
everything.
we did not take notes for that episode.
Yeah, freestyle, baby.
That was a total freestyle.
You'll probably see me reading off on the side anyway that I'm going through, trying to update myself. But yeah, it's good to be back. For those of you watching, we're gonna try our best to do every Sunday. We figured Sunday is probably the best day, because it allows us to cover topics from the past week and um, have it be that we're not covering something from like 5 days ago. We can talk about stuff that's happening right now. So yeah, we'll try to do every Sunday. So be on the lookout for that, and also be sure to check out our shorts that will be posted throughout the week as well. Yeah, I guess, and with that, we're signing off. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.